Alright, what's going on everyone, Zeta here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be covering the best punishes that I know for the knights in For Honor. Now, little disclaimer, some of these punishes are just the ones that I know. I'm assuming there's probably better punishes, but from what I've known and what I've experimented with, these are the best punishes that I've got to show. The other thing I wanted to say was that I'm only going to be going off of a guard break punish. So like, you know, for those of you in the comments that are going to be saying, oh, well, if you pull off a parry, you get this, that, and the other. No, it's just off a guard break. Excluding Centurion because he's a bit of a different subject. So anyway, let's get on with today's video. So first and foremost, we have Warden, my main. Now, he has two punishes. One of them does more damage, but drains more stamina. And one of them does a little bit less damage, but it is really stamina friendly. So the way you do it is, first and foremost, for the damage one, you throw your opponent to the floor and then you throw a zone attack followed up by a heavy, same side or different side. It's up to you, but I do it same side because it's a little less effort. And the other one is throw your opponent to the floor, top light into a heavy. Left or right. You can do it from a top heavy, which will give you one unblockable. However, this move is not very safe. Next, we have Conqueror. Now, the best punish I found for Conqueror was that you could guard break someone, pull them behind you, throw them to the floor, and that guarantees you 2 top heavies, which gives you a grand total of 60 damage, which is really good. Same as Warden's punish. And if you throw your opponent forward, you get a guaranteed unblockable. But for me, the best punish is back behind you, throw them behind you, and do 2 top heavies. Next, we have Peacekeeper. Now, her punishes aren't the best, but they're pretty cool. And bear in mind, I'm not a Peacekeeper main, so I can't really say that this is the best punish, but this is the best one I could find. So what you want to do is you want to grab your opponent, stab them twice in the ribs, throw them to the floor, jump towards them, do a top heavy followed up by a guaranteed bleed attack. This will do a grand total of, I think, around 45 damage. Next, we have Lawbringer. Now, Lawbringer is really good. His punishes are amazing. All you have to do is guard break them, throw them to the floor, and that guarantees you 2 top heavies. I tried to throw a light after it, but it turns out your opponent can actually parry it if they're good, or even block it. You know, it's not guaranteed, but you can throw it if you want, but it's up at your own risk, is what I'm going to say. This gives you a grand total of 60 damage. Next, we have Centurion. Now, with Centurion, I tried the guard break, but there's not really much you can do from it. The only thing that you can do from a guard break is jump on them. So I didn't think that would be good enough, so instead I showed you what you could get with a parry. Now, if you parry your opponent as Centurion, you can hit them with a light, do a delayed punch, and then do a jump on attack. Or, if that's too complicated for you, you could do a light, pause, and then do a jump on attack. Whichever one you want. The second one's easier, but the first one does give you a little bit more if you're playing Dominion. This should give you a grand total of around 55 damage. So with Gladiator, the best punish I could find with him is if you guard break your opponent, throw them to the side, your right or your left I believe, and you can get a guaranteed light into guaranteed heavy, which should give you a grand total of around 45 damage, which is really good. Last but not least, we have Black Prior. Now his punish is pretty cool. It's quite easy to do, not the hardest to pull off. He actually has 2, but I wouldn't recommend the second one because it's a bit like inconsistent and a bit harder to pull off. Now, the best punish I found with Black Prior, most consistent and easiest to do, is a guard break into pushing your opponent to the floor, followed up by a light into a undodgeable heavy. Both of these are guaranteed, and this should give you a grand total of around 45 damage. So that's really good. But the other one is heavy into light. Now this one's a bit inconsistent. I couldn't quite get it down. Sometimes you'd get up and parry it, sometimes you'd dodge it, but sometimes it would work. This one gives you 47 damage, but it's inconsistent, so use it at your own risk. But anyway guys, that's all the punishes I could find for the Knights. If we get this video to 5 likes, I'll go ahead and do another video, but on the Vikings. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.